Hey Simlies, it's Deligracy here and welcome to a brand new build video. If you guys are watching this as it posts, basically I am away. I've been away for a few weeks, and if you guys are watching this like later down the track, then this is completely irrelevant to you. So just enjoy watching. But for those of you guys watching up to date, I will be back from LA later this week. I've just been to EA Play and E3 and lots would have been happening. So if you guys want to see what the news is, what's the 411, you can follow my Instagram, Deligracy, and my Twitter, Deligracy. That is probably the easiest way to keep up to date. But anyway, other than that, I hope you've been enjoying the videos while I've been gone. I hope there haven't been too many mistakes or too many screaming comments about things I might have done when I pre-recorded and I didn't realize I've done them. Hopefully everything is okay and you guys have been holding up the fort while I've been gone. And yeah, this build is actually a build that we were working on during some live streams before I left, and you guys helped me with, you know, making choices about furniture and building the house and what we should do with the house. And in the end, this home kind of turned into a colonial glam kind of build. And it's like the kind of home that a sim would live in, that I envision the sim might be a little bit snobby, they might be a little bit glamorous, and they might wish that they had even more money than what they have. And this is kind of like a mini mansion. Like, it's not that big. It's got 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, which, you know, that's actually pretty large in real life, but for like a Sims house, it's not that big. And yeah, I feel like it could be a lot bigger, but then it would get very expensive. So this is kind of like for the sim who aspires to live large and is like halfway there. You get what I mean? And I think it's very pretty, and I actually thought maybe this would be good for my sim Morgan in my Hampton Falls series. So Morgan may move into here, and because there's only 3 bedrooms and there may be more than 3 or 4 sims needing to move into this home, we could add on to it. Like, we could build up onto the 2 wings on the side of the house if we needed to. We could probably build out a little bit out the back. There's lots of ways we could fix that, because I know a lot of you guys in the live stream were a little bit concerned about how it would work, but it's okay. I can build, y'all. I got us. How much do you guys cringe when I say y'all when I'm Australian? Like, I feel like Australians just shouldn't say y'all. It's just awkward. It does not go with our accent at all. We're like, y'all, mate. Anyway, I also wanted to put a heap of greenery around the house, because vines on homes are just like one of those things I absolutely adore. One day I hope to like live in a house with lots of greenery. In fact, one of the most amazing homes I've ever seen was actually a castle. Now, I've spoken about this before on my channel maybe a couple of years ago, but I found this castle that was like basically castle ruins transformed into a modern home on the internet, and this was years ago, and I never saved pictures of it. And then ever since then, I was like looking for this castle again. I've never been able to find it, because there's a lot of castles on the internet that are made like that are now homes made from ruins, but I couldn't find the exact same one. But it was so gorgeous because it had a whole heap of vines that like grown through the walls and inside the house, and they kept those vines on the walls in the interior, and it looked so beautiful. So that is kind of like, in my mind, my goals AF house. Let me know in the comments down below what your goals AF house is. What would it look like? What would it be like? And yeah, I would just love to know. Also, you will see there is that weird like smiley face in the corner. Okay, this is a derpy deli moment. This is like the kind of thing that doesn't happen to any other YouTuber except for me, because clearly I'm special and have trouble with things, basic things. So basically, what was happening was, while I was live streaming, I was also recording, and it was recording not just the game, it was recording my screen. So I was actually on Skype, and the Skype window clipped over my recording, which is why there's like a little box there with the face on it, and now it's moved. And just to protect the person I was calling, I had to cover them up with a smiley face. So don't worry, it'll disappear in a little while. It's probably only going to be there for another 5 minutes, less than 5. So enjoy the happy smiley face. I hope it sends you some good vibes and makes you feel happy wherever you are right now and whatever you're doing. Yeah, whether you're, what could you guys be doing? You could be cleaning, you might have insomnia and be awake during the night, trying to relax. You might be on a bus, on a train. I love thinking about all the places you guys are in the world and all the things you're doing right now. I think that's so cool when you're watching the videos, or you might be doing makeup, or you might be on the toilet. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's freaky thinking about that, but it's also really, really cool. And I like it. Now, this kitchen is actually really cute. It's very glamorous once we finish it off because it's going to be like a black and white theme. And it actually becomes, it kind of has like a bit of a bougie feel about it in a little while. And we put a few chandeliers up, and it kind of almost has like a little bit of a Kardashian theme about it. That kind of iconic black and white glam look that they have on their TV show. So yeah, I think this is looking pretty nice. And throughout the whole build, there is going to be a real glam feel about it. And we achieve that through using some mirrors, through using some bougie furniture, also the color palette too. We have a lot of purples in the lounge room and pinks and black and white, and it just comes together really nicely, I think. And I love what we did with the tiles here. We alternated the tiles so it wasn't like full-on checkerboard tiles. This is probably something I'll actually do again because I've never done that in The Sims before, and I thought it looked really nice. So yeah. Also, this is the last build I'm recording before I go away, and I feel really, really sad because you guys won't have to wait very long for the next build. Not long at all, but for me, I won't be building again for like 2 weeks, and that is like a lifetime for me. That is forever. So I feel a little sad, and I always feel so disconnected from you guys when I'm away, because I love when I'm posting videos and I can read your comments like straight away, and I'm bringing out the videos as you guys watch them. Whereas when I am like away and the videos are pre-recorded, I just feel a little bit disconnected, and I don't like it. So I'm always excited to come back and see you guys because I miss you so much. That's it. I know that sounds really lame, and I bet some people are like, ugh, as if, whatever, she's just trying to like make her subscribers love herself more. No, like it's actually a thing. Like I feel so connected to you guys. It is so strange. It's like having a love for, it's indescribable. I can't even explain it. It's not like anything else. Anyway, but I guess it's kind of the same for you guys, because it's like there's this relationship formed, but it's different because it's like online through videos that are recorded, and then you guys, you know, are watching them and responding to them. So we're communicating, but not in a direct, like, IRL way, like online. It's just so cool. I'm blabbering a lot in this build. I'm just super hyper. I'm getting emotional, you guys. Anyway, so this is the lounge room I was just telling you guys about with a bit of purple in it, and I was trying really, really hard to find a wallpaper that just had a nice purple coloring in it, like a lightish purple that would go with the couches. And we actually tried a Halloween one just then, and I was like, hell no. And in the end, what we decided to do is just go with like a really clean kind of white and fancy wallpaper. So we were just trying too hard. And then that's right, I had this idea that I would do like a feature wall. I was trying all of these like woods and stones, and it was just a hot mess. Like, no, like just stop, Deligracy, please stop. Oh. Anyway, in the end, we just make it all white, I think, and I believe we're going to put some mirrors on there soon. And the mirrors kind of dress it up a little bit. So that's cool. And also, I actually love what we do for the coffee table area. A few of you guys in the chat when we were live streaming, we're like, what's with the coffee table area? Like, it just looks weird. Whereas some of you guys were like, I love it. It's different. So I think some of you guys like got it, what I loved about it. And then some of you guys like didn't. And you were just like, no, that's weird. But basically we just combined some of the little mirrored tables with these little cats and dogs ottomans or poofs or whatever you want to call them. And I just thought they looked really cute. I have an ottoman as a coffee table myself, and I like that you can kind of put your feet up on them, and I have a tray that sits on it as well, that I put like books and like the TV controller on and vases, and if people come over, I'll clear it so I can put like drinks on there or whatever. But I do like the idea of having ottomans as like a center part of a lounge room because I like putting my feet up. You know, I'm lazy. I like stretching out sometimes. And I feel like if there's a table there, that's just unhygienic. So I make my table my ottoman and then it just works. Also, the roses luckily kind of tie in with the couches, which is good. Now we're popping in those mirrors. We're going with the black and white theme again. I'm so glad those mirrors actually have the black trim around them because we would be struggling if they didn't. With that room, it just makes it look a little bit more fancy. And a couple of green trees in the corner. You know, I went through a stage where none of my builds had any curtains. I was like, I don't like the curtains. None of the curtains work on the windows. But I feel like since we've had the last few stuff packs and game packs and expansions, I just feel like we have a lot more to work with now. So I have been adding a lot more curtains recently, which is good. And yeah, now we're just making the dining area. The dining area is really simple, just going again with that black and white theme. So it's just very clean looking. And I do believe this is on the gallery to download right now. So if you do want to download it, you are more than welcome to. So you can do that. My username is Deligracy. And this build has absolutely no custom content in it. No custom content. No custom content in it. However, sometimes it just kind of glitches out on the gallery and it says like it has custom content in it. So if you can't find this house, just make sure you tick in the filter the box that says show things with custom content, and then you can find a lot of my things that way. And if there happened to be custom content in it, you don't have to freak out or anything. It just will download the build without the custom content in there. So it'll just have like an item missing or whatever. So you're protected that way. It's not like you're going to get like weird files in your computer or anything like that. And then this is the master bedroom. We went with a pink and gray theme. I think it's very, very pretty and very, very kind of extra, like very stylish and a little bit Hollywood-esque. So yeah, I think it works. And to begin with, it was looking so gray before we introduced the pink wall and the pink curtains. And you guys were like, Deli, it is the most drab and depresso room ever. But don't worry. I finished it off in the end, and I think it came together quite nicely. It's not a bad bedroom, not a bad bedroom. I do really want more doona covers though on the beds. I feel like we're a little bit limited in bedding still. I just need more. And I love that those base game chandeliers they had some swatches added to them like 6 months ago or a year ago, and I'm pretty sure that white swatch wasn't available when The Sims 4 first came out, but now it is. And I'm like, thank you. Yes, thank you to whoever did that on The Sims team. I doubt they're watching, but on the off chance that they are, I love you. And I would like you to know that. And you slay life. So thank you. So there we go. Just sending out thanks. And that was so weird. If they were watching, they'd be like, okay. And yeah, basically the bedroom's almost finished there. You guys will see it in the screenshot at the end. And then upstairs, because I decided halfway through that this was going to be for Morgan and her family from my Hampton Falls Let's Play, this is going to be Lauren's room. So Lauren is pretty girly. She's a teenager. Morgan definitely puts herself before her kids, I think. Like, she is not a terrible mom, but I feel like she does neglect her kids a little bit, which can be really damaging, I suppose. Well, it definitely can be if you're neglected by your parents. So I feel like her room needed to look a little less fancy, a little more cheaper. Not because she's younger and not as sophisticated, but more like I feel like her mom would have just spent all the money on her room. And then this room's really nice, but it's clearly not as like bougie as Morgan's. It's not like she's a completely spoiled teenager. Although, look, this bedroom is so well put together compared to what I lived in when I was a teenager. I had like ripped out pages of magazines stuck all over the walls and like nothing matched in my room, and it was a hot mess. But, you know, that's what's awesome about getting to know your own personal style. And, you know, if everything's done for you perfectly, then how are you meant to learn what you like? So, you know what? I'm grateful for my mismatched upbringing. Anyway, there's so many tangents in this speed build. It's interesting. Also, I love that tapestry above the bed. I think that tied in luckily quite nicely with the color scheme we're going for. Obviously, we're using a lot of lilac, purple colors. And I actually really love that wardrobe. I think that came with, oh, what pack did that come with? Now, this is going to be a tricky one. Did that come with backyard stuff? I know I probably got this wrong. I just think it did because of the flowers on it, but I'm not sure. I like it though. I think it's really, really nice. And that painting was way too big for that little corner area then, so we got rid of it. And, oh, also in Morgan's room, if you do download this house, don't be alarmed. Like, on her bedside table, there's a taser and, like, some knives. And if you guys watch Hampton Falls, you'll understand that goes with Morgan's character. If you don't watch that, then you'll kind of be like, why is this in the master bedroom? Just delete it if you don't like it. Oh, also, I've never used this object before, and I got super excited, so I was trying to find with the move objects cheat on or the show hidden objects cheat that, like, I wanted to see how it all fitted together, but then it didn't work. So you have to be in live mode, I think. So that was a little bit of a fail. And then up here is the son's room, and I decided to put in like a bunk bed for him, even though bunk beds don't exist in The Sims 4, you can create them. And sometimes a glitch will work so that your sim can actually sleep in the bunk bed. Occasionally it doesn't work, but I think most of the time it does. So we are about to transform this into a bunk bed, and then some of you guys in chat were like, oh, why don't you make it into a like desk bunk bed where the desk is underneath, which is really common at stores like IKEA or whatever. So I was like, yeah, that's a really, really good idea. To begin with, we were just using like toddler stuffed poles at the end of the bed, and it just kind of looked like the bed was going to fall down. I just didn't trust it. So I think we end up putting some bookshelves at either end of the bed, and it just kind of looks a little bit more sturdy and perhaps a little bit more realistic. And this room, because of the circle window, I kind of went with a little bit of a nautical theme. So that's why we have the boat steering wheel thing. Wait, that is a boat steering wheel, right? Like, what do you call that? Am I having a brunette blonde moment? I mean, okay, let's just ignore the fact that I feel like I'm embarrassing myself right now and just continue talking about this bunk bed. The bunk bed is coming together in a second. Oh, and I felt like we needed to have a few pets in the room for Levi. So we have... oh, that's right. I didn't use shelves in the end. I used these pillar things from City Living, I think. And we needed a night light above the bed, so we're going to get one of those in a second. And just underneath the bed, I decided to put just a desk chair that kind of tied into the walls. We have a little froggy area. We're going to have a hamster cage as well from the wonderful My First Pet stuff pack. I laugh every time I mention it. I feel bad, but there was just so much drama about that pack. It was kind of hilarious. And I put all the little rock things underneath that item just because I wanted to figure it out in gameplay, how to put them in. And I forgot to try it out when I was taking the screenshots. No. So if you guys do download this house, it should be ready to go for you guys. So if you haven't used that item before, you'll be able to use it. And it is a base game item, I think. So, I mean, I think it is. I assume it is. Oh, and we had so many issues trying to pick a rug. And at first I loved the idea of the red and the blue colors. But then you guys were like, oh no, turtle's better, or I hate the red color. I was like, no, I can't figure it out. By the way, how satisfying is it when the swatch of the object goes perfectly with the walls, especially when it's curtains? Goals, right? Loved it. In the end, I got my little pop of red in the bookshelf, and so I decided to go with this like little underwater fishy thing. I guess it kind of goes with a nautical theme, maybe, or at least a kitty sea theme. And then we just have some cushions on the floor if you want to sit down, and a couple of things. And that is pretty much the house. It wasn't an easy one to take a screenshot of. It just wasn't the greatest shape for a screenshot. So had a little struggle with that. But I think it is quite a pretty home and quite a simple and clean home to have in live mode. Like, I feel like your Sims can move around really easily, and it's very symmetrical, and it just kind of is easy in game. Love that lounge room. Love that little collection of tables and ottomans. I think that's really sweet. And the little kitchen, breakfast area, formal dining area in the other area. And I'm saying area a lot. And of course, the beautiful boudoir. Very fancy schmancy, very nice. I actually love that. I think that came together really nicely. Oh, and the bathrooms I didn't show you guys, but there are bathrooms in there. There's 3 bathrooms. And there's the upstairs landing that I also didn't show you guys. But all of the main stuff was there, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments down below if you've missed me, or just your general thoughts of your day today. Anyway guys, I hope you are having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are in the world. I seriously cannot wait to speak to you guys soon, and yeah, I'll speak to you soon. Bye!